Hi y'all. So for my project, I chose leeches. So let me introduce you a little bit. Leeches are segmented parasitic and no predatory worms within the phylum Annelida, and they're closely related to oleochites like the earthworm, which both have muscular segmented bodies. They're also hermaphrodites, meaning that they have the ability to contain both female and male reproductive organs in the same organism. The muscular body also contains a spacious cavity called the colon, which we learned in class, which is reduced to small channels. They live in freshwater habitats and occasionally terrestrial or marine environments. And this species is actually so well known throughout history that it appears in the Bible as an archetype of insatiable greed, and is often used as a term to describe people who take without giving. So next is its common and scientific name. All leeches are categorized in the phylum Annelida and the genus Hemidipsa. I think I said that right. Where some members of the genus feed on blood and some are predatory. The most common species of leech is the Hirudo medicinalis, or the medicinal leech. The other species include Hemopus sanguisuga, the horse leech, Piscicola geometra, the fish leech, and many, many more. There's over around 700 species of leeches around. So for their natural habitat, like I said earlier, it varies slightly from marine, terrestrial, and freshwater, since there are more than over 700 species. Some estimates are that 100 are marine, 480 are freshwater, and the remainder will be terrestrial. The majority of the freshwater leeches are found in shallow vegetated areas in ponds, lakes, and streams. The terrestrial Hemidipsa are native to tropics and subtropics in the Indian subcontinent, Southeast and Northeast Asia, Australia, and the Indo-Pacific Islands. Leeches actually inhabit a lot of extreme environments and have many morphological, physiological, and behavioral adaptations that attribute to their survival that we're actually going to be looking at in a few slides. So the habitat of leeches are very versatile, like I said, and some are even amphibious, which means that they can remain in the water during the day, but they can also go to the shore at night to feed. Talking about feeding, how does it get its food? So leeches have a keen sense of smell, taste, and vibration to detect potential hosts. They also have a sucker on each side of their body to use their anterior sucker, and they attach to the host. Then they use their teeth to create a wound in the host's skin and secrete an anticoagulant called hirudin. I think I said that right, and use their muscular pharynx to suck the blood from the host. Feeding can actually last up to several hours and consume up to several times their body weight in blood. However, while most leeches are blood feeders, some are actually predatory and they consume small invertebrates like larvae, snails, insects, and by swallowing them whole. Onwards with their predatory and prey, this is very much similar. They consume snails, insects, larvae, earthworms, and other small leeches, whereas the parasitic leeches feed on the blood of fishes, birds, amphibians, and mammals. However, they're also prey to these same species, same predators, fish, birds, snakes, and amphibians. So out of the many hundred adaptations that I'm sure these guys have, I pointed out the many ones that just stuck out to me. But so yeah, like I said before, they have many morphological, physiological, and behavioral adaptations that attribute to their survival in different conditions, such as anoxic or hypertoxic areas, differing pressure conditions, temperature and climate conditions, pH levels, and different levels of light exposure. So here are the main ones that I found. So oxygen, leeches take in oxygen through their body, and they're able to survive in anoxic and hypertoxic conditions. But this actually often results in differing levels of their mitochondria and ribosomes, suggesting neurological conditions. Some can aestivate and spend a prolonged time in dormancy. Some can actually secrete ammonia and larger quantities of mucus to prevent from drying up. And some are actually able to crawl or jump instead of swim. Next in the tree of life, out of all of these species, here are earthworms and leeches, under protostomes, of course. And then the importance, like I mentioned before, the Hirudo medicinalis has been used in the past with bloodletting practices, treating numerous human conditions such as inflammation and theorized to cure heartbreak. However, in the ecosystem, they are important in the food chain. It acts as predator and prey in the life cycle, contribute to the nutrition cycle, and maintain water qualities in areas of pollution. Here are all my citations, and thank you very much. Have a good day.